This is the Cool Fab Racing British Mini Bikes Championship, Round 5, Whilton Mill.
And this is the full race action from the Pitbike Open race. Commentary from Downforce Radio's Tom Brooks, live on the day.
So rising, then they point towards the lighting gantry. Race 1 of Pitbike Open is go, go, go! Oh my goodness! What a contact there! Contact from TJ Toms into the back wheel of Fraser Rogers. They're both okay and still all right. They're still on the bikes as well, amazing. I can't believe how they managed to do that. Fraser still leads in towards turn 1, but TJ has lost an absolute monster full of time. Following that, I really thought one of them would come off a bit worse for wear, but what an unbelievable start. But Fraser still leads the way, ahead of Spud Nesbitt, ahead of Martin Glossop. Then it comes, by the looks of things, Richard Holmes-Williams in 4th place, as they go in towards the left-hander of Parker, and then into Chapman immediately for the first time. Just incredible racing we've had so far, and immediately comes to a head as well. TJ's down in about 5th place. Yes, he is indeed. So TJ Toms, that front row start, unfortunately goes to waste for the number 7. Plenty of time for things to change, though. 11 laps remaining for these riders, of course. Over the timing line goes Fraser into the first and second corners, mostly followed by Charlie Spud Nesbitt. Both setting identical lap times last time around, to within a couple of hundredths of a second of each other. The winners and losers on that last lap. Keaton Butler got himself up into 10th place as well, so he made a barnstorming start. Will Howarth down to 13th, unfortunately, though, from his grid slots. Tom Alexander as well, also going down the order as well. He started in 10th position, did Tom Alexander, but unfortunately he's down to 15th, down to 15th after the first lap. Hopefully he can make up some ground during the latter part of this race. Meanwhile, Sean Whittaker thinking about making a little bit of a move against Sebastian Spires. Great fight for 3rd place going on, though, between Martin Glossop, Richard Holmes-Williams and TJ Toms. TJ now in the middle of Holmes-Williams and TJ Toms. Incredible to see as they come across the timing line in towards the left-hander, and TJ's got such big closing speed on Martin Glossop there. Through the right-hander they go, up the hill in towards Christmas corner, and TJ, like candy from a baby, up the inside into the right-hander of Christmas. He's got the line. Will he get the place? Yes, he does. Bit of argy-bargy, bit of the muscling pass, but TJ up into 3rd position once again, and now sets about his sights on Charlie Nesbitt and Fraser Rogers out in front. And Charlie's not relinquishing at all. He's really trying to stay with Fraser and doing an absolutely stunning job. We know how quick the number 89 can be. Fraser Rogers, of course, who competes in the National Superstock 1000 Championship on board his Morello Racing Kawasaki. Meanwhile, Richard Holmes-Williams trying to threaten Martin Glossop for 4th place now. Will the number 12 be able to get himself ahead of Glossop? Max Cook still holding on to 5th place at the moment. Then there's a gap back to 6th position. 6th place at the moment is Ryan Meaden, then Sam Jones, then John Ansell. So Uncle Ansell up inside the top 10. Great to see as Keaton Butler also comes across the line. Great to see him doing so well within his first Cool Fab Racing event. Such an absolutely stunning race we have had here, a set of races we have had here this weekend. Plenty of action still to come in the form of the Junior LC40, Senior Mini Motos and the Mini F1 sidecars as well. Meanwhile, Spud Nesbitt trying to get himself ahead of Fraser Rogers into the final corner. The top 2 come. Still a bit of a gap back to TJ Toms, but no way through for the number 86. He's going to try and muscle his way past into the first corner. My goodness, how did they not come to contact there? That was unbelievably close between the top 2, and Spud Nesbitt still behind. Fraser Rogers thinks about a move up the inside into Christmas, but no way through there for him, unfortunately. Into the kink, and then immediately into the right of Inkermans they go. Down the hill into Ashby. Just no way through for Spud at the moment. He's playing hard to get his Fraser. He's really trying his hardest to stay ahead. Meanwhile, Tyler Alexander making good progress through the field. He was down in 15th after the first lap. He's up into 12th position, so great to see for the number 5. Fantastic to have him back in the Cool Fab Racing British Mini Bikes Championship as well. He competes in the Morawaki 250 Junior Cup, does Tom Alexander, and doing very well in there he is also, but great to see him back within a Cool Fab Racing paddock for the first time properly in 2016. Fastest lap last time around was TJ Toms. The gap between the top 3, 1.899 seconds, so let's call it 1.9 or 2 seconds, whatever you prefer. TJ though really trying to close that deficit back to Charlie in second place. Great battles going on further down the order as well. Tom Alexander's now up into 10th. Keeson Butler and Paul Quilters Jr. have lost out as well, down into 11th and 12th places for those two. As the riders come storming past our commentary position, Will Howarth, Matthew Ashcroft and George Simpson all separated by just a couple of tenths of a second. Sam Clowes also caught up in the mix there as well. Some real stunning battles going on through the field. Again, still the fastest lap last time around from TJ Toms. Fraser, oh my goodness, we've got an off as well going through the right-hander of Inkermans. Someone just tagged the back of one of the riders there. I didn't quite catch who it was. Yellow flag, of course, going through the hander of Inkermans there. Unfortunately, the rider is up and okay, which is good to see. There is another guy down, though, behind him by the looks of things. No, I don't know. It's actually just his bike that's gone down there. So he's up and on his feet, which is the good news there. So I think that might have been Craig Walker that went down, unfortunately, or Sam Jones. We'll give you more information as soon as we can, but the good thing is the rider is up and okay and pushing their bike off the end of the circuit. So going back to safety. Unfortunately, they'll go no further within this race. Still in front, TJ Toms, Charlie Nesbitt, Fraser Rogers from Charlie Nesbitt from TJ Toms. That's your top three. Still separated by 2 seconds, the top two, Charlie Nesbitt and TJ Toms. The biggest gap between the top three. Fraser Rogers and Charlie Nesbitt, though, just a couple of tenths of a second. Lap traffic for them. Will that be a bit of an advantage for Charlie? No, it's not. Unfortunately, it's more of a disadvantage more than anything. He loses a couple of tenths of a second. Martin Glossop, meanwhile, goes down the order as Max Cook gets himself up into 5th place. So great to see the progress from Max Cook making his way through the field. He started in 5th place. He's now in 5th place once again. So if he can start where he finishes, that'll be a good top 5 result for the number 30, I'm sure. Oh my goodness me, that is so close between Charlie Nesbitt and Fraser Rogers. Into the left-hander of the boot and then into the right. Through the hill they go. And Fraser and Charlie, they are so close. Fraser, of course, being a much larger rider than Charlie, really does have quite a handicap, really, in terms of his weight and his size on those machines. 4 laps remaining of this race as they get up the hill and in towards the right-hander of Christmas Corner. Still, Fraser holds on to that victory. It's in his sight now with 4 laps remaining. Will he be able to take advantage of it? Getting past the lap traffic, the two at the top are, and all the while they're getting past the slack traffic and battling between each other. It's allowing TJ Toms to close up once again. Really would be a cracking battle to see it continue onwards right to the last lap, to the last corner. But we'll see how things go. But the top two, once again, continuing onwards with their form. Great lap times also last time around from Keaton Butler in 10th, Daniel Lee in 12th, and Will Howarth in 13th. And George Simpson in 14th. Personal best from those guys. Some very quick lap times as well from those 3 riders, all lapping within a good few tenths of a second of each other. That's shown by the distance on track between the likes of Keaton Butler and Daniel Lee, just 2 tenths of a second separating them, as we now have 3 laps remaining of this race. Martin Glossop and Richard Holmes-Williams looking very close on circuit as they go up the hill in towards Christmas Corner. Glossop behind Holmes-Williams. They're up the inside into the right-hander of Inkermans. Between Glossop and Holmes-Williams, he's looking at the inside into Ashby, but no way through there for Glossop at the moment. Has to think about it once again. Does the number 6, unfortunately, against Holmes-Williams. Time will tell if it'll pay off with 3 laps remaining of this race. There's Charlie Nesbitt and Fraser Rogers come across the timing line. Fraser still leads Charlie at this stage in the race. More lap traffic as well, and TJ's really closing up. 1.5 seconds separating them, less than that now, just a second separating the top 3. So that's really important as John Ansell, Uncle Ansell as we know him, looks at planting a move up the inside of his nearest and dearest. No way through for him there, doesn't have the grunt to get by. In fact, I apologise, yes he does, because he did it in the final corner, an Inspire move there from Uncle Ansell. He's up the inside and ahead of Ryan Meaden now for 7th place, so that would be a great result there for the number 213 if he can finish in that position. Just a few laps remaining of this race though. Fraser Rogers out in front by a tenth of a second against Charlie Nesbitt. TJ Toms holding on to the top 3. Max Cook now up into 4th place. Holmes-Williams and Martin Glossop as well. My goodness, a smorgasbord of riders. Oh, TJ's down! TJ's down at the first corner. He got tagged by lap traffic. What a shame there for the number 7. He's up and okay, he's on the bike, he's trying to get it going again, but such a shame there for TJ Toms. My goodness, he will finish down and out of the doldrums if he can get the bike running. Still out in front of this race, and that will mean Max Cook is going to finish in the position, and it looks like Richard Holmes-Williams has gone off at Christmas corner as well. He's back on the bike immediately, but Holmes-Williams unfortunately having a bit of a torrid end to this race. That's allowed Glossop to get up into the podium position, and TJ Toms struggling to bump Solly's bike. He's trying with all his might, he's jumping on the seat. Come on, TJ, see if you can do it. Checker flag comes out though. It's going to be Fraser Rogers who wins it by 0.06 of a second against Charlie Nesbitt, and the podium, unbeknownst to him I'm sure, is going to go right up to Max Cook. Max Cook takes the podium in the dying stages of that race, and that means Martin Glossop is going to get 4th position from 6th place going into the final lap. He gets 4th place, he'll be very pleased with that. And John Ansell, a top 5 for Uncle Ansell. What a result there. Absolutely brilliant. No, I apologise actually, because Richard Holmes-Williams managed to stay on board his bike in 5th position. Managed to just recover it, didn't lose too much time.